Today we're gonna make some burlap wreaths. Now these are wreaths that a lot of people have. They're decorating their door. They're not as poofy as maybe those deco mesh wreaths, but they're also not flat. So to basically start this off, I wanna make sure I make this clear. Perfection is not required.
That's my kind of craft. This is what it looks like.
That is what it looks like. This is basically from a bolt of burlap. If you are looking at making a lot of burlap wreaths, let me make a recommendation that you buy the bolt as opposed to just buying this amount. Because what happens is you use a little bit more on some wreaths based on how fluffy you make them, and then on others you end up using less. And so to make sure you have enough, all you have to do is take an afternoon and just cut through the burlap. It does get messy, it flies off, but if you do it outside when it's nice and warm, which hopefully it won't be too much longer until it's warm again, then you would be able to have it without a huge mess. We kind of got started a little bit ago, but that's great because when you get first started, it's a little tricky.
Well, look at Sarah's already. She's so crafty though, anyway.
Yes.
Wait, what am I? Okay.
That is for sure.
All right.
All right. Basically with this, if you purchase a wireframe, each one of these has different sections. And it doesn't matter which section you start on. It's a circle, so it doesn't really matter. But what you're gonna do first is you're going to kind of start it off by rolling it from the top of one and then pulling it through. Oops, that one's not gonna do very well for me. And if you notice that it's already got a wrinkle in it, that's okay. It's okay. And if it doesn't seem to be sticking, you can use a hot glue gun if you want, but I usually burn myself as I'm doing it. And you can pull out as much or as little as you want. You're gonna do that 3 times. You're gonna just pull it over. And then this is where it gets really technical. You scrunch it over, okay? Then you twist this, you take it up through. That twist is gonna give it a little bit of a stability for that one, but you go through, you loop it, you push it back through, and this has a little bit of the side winding. That's fine. Because it side winded a little bit.
What's that mean?
It went, instead of being flat, it went like this.
Yeah, I like that.
And you just keep going. And then once you have 2 in one section, once you have 2 of the burlap in one section, then go ahead and twist it again, and you're gonna go back to that first thing as far as just pulling it through, laying it there, pulling it through another one. And if you look at it and one section seems to be fluffier than another one, that's fine. You can go back. There's no hot glue holding it all into place, which is wonderful. Do you wanna try this?
In a minute.
Okay. And then we're gonna keep scrunching. And you just continue to do that all the way around.
Kathy's good at this stuff, and so is Sarah. I'm
trying.
I get mad and impatient, and
the great thing about this is you can throw it across the room and it probably wouldn't break it too much. This wreath right here, I have a screen that I use when I go to different craft shows, and this poor wreath has fallen from the screen onto the ground more times, and it's any kind of wind kicks up, it goes flat.
And that still looks great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now with this one, you can notice that it has some different spots that looks like it's frayed. Some people, myself included, like to have a little bit of character, so it doesn't bother me that it's got the frayed edges. Other people, I have very good friends who make these, and they are perfection as far as there is no fraying of any of it whatsoever. It's all equal. If you're looking really closely, you're gonna see that. If not, it's just gonna be...
I kind of like it. Look at Sarah's.
It's great.
It doesn't look great. I don't think I'm doing it right.
From what I'm seeing, you're doing fine. You might tighten it up a little bit. I know, I say that. What you're gonna do, if you're gonna tighten it up, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can go from that beginning one where we didn't put any hot glue, and you can go from, say, the middle. Say I didn't like this one. I can pull it from the back. I can pull it from the back. And what that does is that tightens it. I mean, it tightens it up right there. So then I have room, I can go from the top one and I can in the back. And it just, that twist is there so it stabilizes it. And so it doesn't all come flying off.
Okay.
But it gives that more mobility, I guess is how I should phrase that.
So then you can pull it back.
And you can make it fluffy.
Okay. I think I better watch a little more.
Okay.
Oh, Lordy.
You're good.
You have the patience for this.
Oh, Lord.
Have you, you've got
Sarah,
it?
you should see her when she does her fall decorations. She'll set her scarecrows
stuff
and
is
her straw bales and then she'll stand back and then she'll go and fix, you know, a ribbon or do and her corn stalks
awesome.
and then she'll, you know, she'll have just the right amount of corn stalks that she bundles together and so
You're
She ends up with a
pretending to have a hard time with
beautiful
this.
I'm having a hard time.
Because you
presentation.
usually have you must love that.
I am having a hard time over here.
Because you're good at crafts. All right.
Let me see if I can help her. You go. You've got it. You can do it.
Oh, no, I don't know
Come
what
over
to
here
do.
to Sarah.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to have some magic
Are you
television
are you
here.
not liking the? how
I don't
big
think
it
I'm
is?
doing it right.
You've got 2 in each section, right?
I think so. Or
Yeah.
one, I've got one over here.
You
Now,
know,
your
these
sections-
just came on the scene not that long ago.
So,
This
What's
section is
that?
actually
These-
kind of big.
This-
kind of big.
These wreaths.
Okay.
So you could
you
actually
really?
call them 3.
Burlap
And
wreaths?
what I would do,
Not, well, they use all
I
kinds
would
of
pull
fabric. This is
all of it
Oh,
tighter.
this
Well,
one
she's
is
got that
burlap.
other one over there. I like this burlap.
me too. But
But you see how it's
I like
kinda
the idea.
falling in.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
And
saying. I
if
think
you-
they're so
you can
pretty.
Scrunch it a little bit more.
I remember the first time I saw it, I walked in a grocery store, I think it was, and saw them.
You can even put a 3rd one, and that will make it look full. What I was just telling Sarah is if you have a larger space and it's not as full as you want it to be, what you can do is you can actually put 3 scrunches in, and it would be wonderful.
You know, I was going to ask you about that, if you could put more than
Absolutely.
2 to
This is
Group.
your taste. And
it'll just be
does that look more
tighter
like what you wanted
Yeah,
it to?
yeah, that looks better.
and not
Okay.
as loose.
And then I wouldn't put more than 3.
So am I twisting
Yeah.
it this way, or does
Either
it
way.
matter?
You can twist it different ways every single time. Not a big deal.
Okay.
These are very, very forgiving. So, and you can go back and change it. That poor one right there,
Wondered
like I
how
said,
they did
I
these.
did it and then I redid it and
I'm so glad we're doing this.
So I've got it, and I'm gonna push it through
you're
here.
gonna push it through there. Probably not quite that much. There you go.
Obviously, this is where we're doing the quick go through.
And then, oh, there you go. I'm trying not to stand you. I don't know.
Right.
Just
Okay.
else. And then, just all right, Julie, how's it
Do
going?
it again.
I think it's going pretty good. You're going to have to
I
fix
always
it.
wondered, Christina, how you did these, how people made these, and
Here.
Yeah, you're good.
it's nice.
There's something that I looked on Pinterest at the instructions and I went, oh, I can do that. It won't be something. Sometimes the deco mesh is a little bit more frustrating to work with. Did you do? No, you're good. Because you have to make your work wreath and then it twists and turns on its own sometimes, I swear.
Now, how come she's doing yours?
I did half of it by myself.
Yeah,
She,
trust me, I'm not nice. I don't do a whole lot for anybody if they're learning.
I'm just making sure she's not skipping out on us.
I just did a bunch of them. God.
What? I gotta keep you in line,
Trying to hurry.
keep you busy.
Show them how it's going.
That looks
Ooh,
really
it does
good.
look good.
No,
So,
walk
but
away
then
from
you do-
yours and look at it this way. Say,
Oh my!
it looks when you're doing these, they're
it
kind of
doesn't feel
discouraging.
as though it's coming.
It is. It's,
Together.
you're good. Keep going.
No, go
You've
ahead.
only got one more
Pretty.
section after this.
Mine's coming loose at the beginning of it.
That's fine.
Okay.
so this is the end.
Yes, this is the end. And sometimes, like I was saying earlier, sometimes you're going to use that whole roll. Sometimes you're going to need just a little bit more. So when you're at the end, just go ahead and cut it. And then all you need to do is tuck it in the back. Because then what that's going to do, that's got it at the start. You're not going to see that end at any time. And if you find a spot or two that you want to fluff it because it shows the wire, you can do that. But while you are doing it, it gets really, really discouraging if you're looking at it and you're like, I don't like how it's turning out. Or, oh, this should be this way. Take a break, step back from it. And when you look at it and hold it on a wall, then what's going to happen is you're going to go, oh, that doesn't look so bad. And before you know it, you're done. So,
Wow.
the fun part, well, the other fun part is figuring out what you want to put on them. You can put the big letters that you can paint. You can put flowers. You can put a big old red bow. Any of these things will work. And you can continue to fuss with it the whole time, and that's fine. There are some people who love hot glue. There are some people who don't. I'm one of those because I burn myself every time I use it. So that's why. But you can tuck the flowers in just into the burlap. And the little holes in the burlap will hold that flower. Now, if you want to use glue, that's fine. Your
Does
style,
hold it, doesn't it?
it holds it really well.
Really
And I
does.
mean, this one that's awesome. That's awesome. This one, I
Oh,
think
so
the wire
pretty.
is just wrapped. That's all. That looks so pretty. It's simple,
Oh, look
it's
at that.
elegant.
Very
and it's-
pretty.
Now look what Sarah did. How
I like that
pretty. I
brown.
like that too.
And then I just actually, you know, the wire that's on the bottom, I took that and wrapped it around and actually took that and wrapped it around all three of them to put it together and did what you said, just tucked it in there.
That's a great way. You can use the same wreath for different seasons if you want to put new flowers in every season. Easy to do. Just take them in, take it in, put it out. If you have a longer stemmed flower,
You just cut it.
you can either wire cut it and do that, or you can tuck it in and tie it around the wreath and have it go up like this. So it would go all the way.
How do you tie it?
You come back here, back at the base, and remember those exposed wires on the wreath form? How you fluff them to cover them up? You just do that in reverse. You expose the wire and wrap the flower around that wire. So you've got your lovely flower. You tuck it in there, and then you wrap the flower stem around the wreath form.
Okay.
And what that does is that's gonna anchor it down. You're gonna be able to move it and change it if you want to. And then after you've figured out where you want it to sit definitely, then you just cover it back up.
Okay.
Now, if it does stick out, you can, the wonderful thing about silk flowers, you can move them around, you can bend them, and you don't have to worry about the stems breaking. And so if it still is just being belligerent, there's a couple ways. You can either put more flowers in it, or you can use that hot glue. So
Okay.
if you, I can hold it.
Do a couple more. You're talented at this. Let me just watch you for a minute. And Sarah's talented at this.
Kathy's got the silver ones going. And silver and gold, I know we traditionally see them at Christmas, but don't just use them at Christmas time. They bring out other colors so well.
That's mine.
That's so pretty.
That is good.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I actually did one of these.
That is beautiful.
I like it.
I like it too. All right.
And you can add as many or as few flowers. You can do, like I said, a big letter that they have. You can pick up at most craft stores and, well, anywhere now. But you can put them, I wouldn't encourage a little bitty tiny one, but a decent sized letter. I've made some for my parents' campground, and they have cabins. And so the cabins are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so we just put a number on one side, flowers on the other, and it was great. It fits in out there perfectly.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
So, and then we just kind of keep going what you like, what you don't like. And the great thing about no hot glue is you don't burn your hands, for one, and for two, you can change it if you decide halfway through you don't like it.
There we go.
So that,
Look at that.
is
That's
so
beautiful.
it's not, might not be quite what you were looking for, but
Yeah, but I like it.
It is very pretty.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
That's something.
Like it?
I'm trying to get it to,
Oh, hang on. Don't jiggle it around too much.
because
Not
you can
yet.
fix that.
Because you can fix that. You can put the hot glue like right there, and that will hold it. If you just put it right on the edge of that flower, that's going to hold it in. And if you have to remove it, it won't totally tear the whole thing apart.
You can probably put a piece of string.
That's what I was thinking,
yeah.
like a brown.
Or even a bag twister thingy.
Oh, yeah, the twist ties would
And
work
twist
well.
underneath it. Yeah.
Okay.
Completely customizable, completely whatever you want.
Right.
Sarah, that's
Awesome.
beautiful.
Love it.
You did
That
good.
is
I added
gorgeous.
some more green.
Wow.
Oh, I like it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.